what's up YouTube? Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a wonderful and joyful New Year. You know, we're on our financial journey, and for those of you that are trying to figure out how can I raise $25,000 to $50,000 in the next 60 to 90 days, you know I got a gem for you guys. We're going to talk about the low-hanging fruit. So if that's something that's interesting to you all, put a fire emoji below, let me know. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Apple credit card. Now, I know many of you all know about the Apple credit card, but the Apple credit card really sets you up for the next credit card. I'm going to tell you about it. So let's understand about the Apple credit card. So with the Apple credit card, we know that it's a Goldman Sachs credit card, right? But also it's a TransUnion FICO 9. And guys, you know that I love low-hanging fruit credit cards. So that's the reason that I'm telling you about this card. But the interesting thing about it with the Apple credit card, it will show you your pre-approval limit before you actually accept the card. Now, there's one other thing about the Apple credit card. You can actually get the Apple credit card with no hard inquiry. So you would have to do the no hard inquiry hack. And so the way that you do that is you would lock up your TransUnion credit file, okay? Then you would do the pre-approval for the Apple credit card. Then once you know your credit limit, you unlock your credit file, and Goldman Sachs should do a soft pull on the credit file, okay? That's the Apple credit card hack, all right? Now, the next card that's also a Goldman Sachs credit card is your GM. Now, GM, the Goldman Sachs, it offers a personal credit card and a business credit card. So for those of you that want to triple up with Goldman Sachs, and if you have an established business, you probably want to go for the GM business credit card as well as the personal credit card. And both of those are TransUnion FICO 9 credit cards, okay? The next credit card you want to check out that'll tell you your pre-approval limit is your Patel 2 credit card. With your Patel 2 credit card, okay, the limits go from $300 up to $10,000. They do offer a Patel 1 for people that credit isn't that great. So it's that great is like just starting out or credit scores below a 620, okay? And so with those type of credit cards, with the Patel cards, the Patel 2 card as I was talking about, goes from $300 up to $10,000. So you're able to actually see your limit. Now, like I told you guys, I love low-hanging fruit, all right? The reason is because the low-hanging fruit credit cards, they use different data points. Their data points isn't always focused on the credit score. They also focus on the income. And the thing that I tell you guys about the income, if you have a spouse, then you need to include your spouse's income on your credit card application. If you're on disability and you're renting out a room, that's income. If you have a side hustle as well as a job, that's extra income you need to put on the application. Southwest plane takeoff. I love watching those planes take off. All right. But going back to the income, the higher the income is, the higher the potential of the credit limits as well. Now, one of the things that most people end up, they may not get even qualified for a credit card, is because they may have too many credit cards. They've probably been applied for too many credit cards, so they have too many inquiries on the credit file, all right? And I told you guys the danger point with too many inquiries is between 6 and 8. The good thing about these here credit cards that I'm telling you about is that you're able to do a soft pull to see what the amount you qualify for and if you actually qualify for the card before you end up putting a hard inquiry on the credit file. All right, so next credit card is with Navy Federal. Now the situation with Navy Federal is that like a lot of people have their accounts closed down, it's because they use fraudulent credit card numbers, social security numbers like CPNs, and they also was using other people's access number, and they're not even related to them. So people that had Navy Federal accounts, their accounts end up being shut down because they ended up letting people that they don't even know, that don't have no relationship with them, not in the household, can't even prove military status, So Navy Federal like, wait a minute, this is fraudulent accounts. So you definitely don't want that to happen to you. So I would not encourage you guys to be selling your access codes to make some side money, because you can end up losing your accounts with Navy Federal. And Navy Federal is a very good bank. And with their credit cards, again, you have to have an account to do their pre-approval. So with their pre-approvals, again, Navy Federal, TransUnion, FICO 9, okay? That's another bank. Let's talk about Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has recently had some issues, right? And I made a video talking about them and their lawsuit that's going on with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo cards are FICO 9. Experian, okay? Now again, like I said, the biggest key to these here low-hanging fruit credit cards is the income, okay? It's the income. So that's the reason I'm telling you about this. Now, your other credit card that you want to look at is the First National Bank of Omaha. That's right, they do pre-approvals, and the good thing, just like with Wells Fargo, they have the personal credit cards and the business credit cards, so you're able to double dip with some of these banks with soft approvals, okay? So that's the reason that I'm telling you about them. First National Bank of Omaha. Let's take a look at downtown. It's unfortunate last night, because of the rain and stuff, not too many places around here was firing off fireworks and stuff for the New Year and stuff. I've seen a few, but it wasn't nothing enough to where I wanted to record it for you guys. But that's downtown, and you can see the bridge over there to Coronado Island. All right, but talking about First National Bank, again, it's a FICO 9, their Experian. They offer the pre-approvals, so you don't have to worry about the hard inquiry unless you accept the card. So they have the business card and the personal card, so you're able to double. It's another card that's a FICO 9, TransUnion. They actually show you your credit limit before you even apply. So doing the pre-approval to find out your credit limit is definitely one of those cards you want to do. That way you're not just wasting an inquiry, you're not wasting your time. You know exactly what it is. But like I said, I just gave you a key data point, is the income. So taking the data points that I'm sharing with you all and working on your credit file, give it about 60 to 90 days. Now, one other thing I'm going to tell you guys is that, remember, for every negative account you have on your credit file, remember, you need at least 2 to 3 positive accounts to make up for that one negative account, okay? And don't go overboard with the authorized users. The maximum is 3, but I would tell you, just to be on the safe side, I would probably go with 2 authorized users, okay? So this is Houston with three-way funding. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and supporting me and liking my content. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.